High school students get too much homework. Today, I will explain to you why the amount of homework that high school students receive is ridiculous. Today, you will learn why schools and teachers are praised for raining down homework. You will learn why too much homework is terrible for the livelihood of teenagers. And you will also be taught how high schoolers would have a much better high school experience without the abundance of homework that they receive. Because, after all, high school is supposed to be some of the most fun years of your life. But first, you may be wondering why I am dressed like this. I am dressed similar to a normal high schooler. Why? You guessed it, because I am a high schooler. And I know quite a lot about the struggles that teenagers face when it comes to homework. Have you ever wondered why teachers give out so much homework? The more teacher gives out of homework, the more they have to grade, right? So why do teachers assign so much homework? Teachers that give out large amounts of homework are praised by parents as difficult. A lot of parents like teachers who challenge students with lots of homework, even though the student knows that it is just busy work. Schools that hand out loads of homework are deemed as academically advanced, even if the homework that is assigned is just busy work. Religion. Cole, how much time did you take to complete each of those epistles, passports that we had in religion a while back? 3 minutes. Wow. Think about this. Let's pretend each day you had 30 minutes less busy work to do. With 30 minutes less each day, you would save 137 hours each school year. 137 hours! 137 hours is 6 days. Imagine all the amazing things you could do with 137 homework-free hours. After analyzing why so many schools and teachers feel the need to pile on busy work, let's analyze why homework is detrimental to high schoolers. The Association for Christians in Student Development states that high school students would be less stressed and have a better high school experience if they weren't constantly swamped with homework. Today, I have the pleasure of sharing with you the life story of a high school student who wishes he had less homework. Please welcome our special guest, Joe Admiral. To understand how homework plays a role in his life, let's look at Joe's day-to-day affairs. Joe wakes up before 6 every weekday to go lift for football in the morning. After school, Joe will go to baseball practice in Wahoo. Joe will arrive home from his practice around 7:30. Joe showers and then eats his dinner. After he does this, it is past 8 o'clock. According to the U.S. News, high school students, on average, get up to 18 hours of homework per week. This is more than 2 hours of homework every day of the week. Joe now has at least 2 hours of homework to do. According to the Sleep Foundation, a teenager should get 9 hours of sleep each night. There is no way Joe can get this much sleep now because of the amount of homework that he gets. This lack of sleep from so much homework can cause Joe to not be concentrated when he is driving the next morning. When he is not concentrated, he will get into a car accident and kill at least 8 people in a high-speed car wreck, including what might have been a future doctor that was going to cure cancer and find a successful vaccine to prevent AIDS. All of this is because of the abundance of homework that was assigned to Joe. Thank you, Joe, for letting others see how homework has negatively influenced your life and the lives of others. Homework causes stress. In Yangyai, China, 3 girls jumped off a building to commit suicide because of too much homework. They were so busy with homework, and they agreed they should just end their life. Because when you are dead, there is no homework. What can we take away from this? Well, we can learn from this story that teachers who assign abundance of homework are cold-hearted murderers. According to the Herald Tribune study, teen suicides spike when school is in session. This is because of all the homework that these students got, causing them stress. Too much homework is bad for the brain. One might say, students need homework because it stimulates the brain and it's better than doing any other activity that they could be doing. It is important for teenage brain to have time to rest and relax, and after 7 hours of school, the last thing a student should be doing is homework. While a little homework to stimulate the brain is okay, but the brain can only do so much work before it is overloaded. When the brain is overloaded, the brain has trouble making right decisions and knowing right from wrong. So because teachers give out too much homework, teenagers take risks such as speeding and driving distracted. The high amount of teenage car crashes are solely because of the excessive amount of homework that teenagers are assigned. After looking at all these terrible results of homework, we can clearly see why the amount of homework that a high school gets is far too high. Today you have gained knowledge on why schools and teachers are praised for raining down so much homework. You now know why too much homework is terrible for the livelihood of teenagers, and how high schoolers would have a much better high school experience without the abundance of homework. I don't view working on hours of homework each night as fun. Do you? Because after all, high school is supposed to be some of the most fun years of your life.